Hey Boo Buddies, welcome back. In keeping with the writing theme that I'm doing this month, I'm going to show you some spreads that I like to keep in my bullet journal as a writer. The first is my ideal day. It's sort of a cross between a schedule and just notes on how I want my day to look for both a productive day and also a good mental health day. I use a combination of icon doodles as well as listing out specifics of what I want to hit and what I want to avoid to make sure that I achieve a good day. So like most of us, I like to start my morning with a cup of hot caffeine. It's tea in my case. And then I move into some basic housekeeping and my author ritual, my writing ritual that is something I do right before writing every time, that helps get my brain in that sense of, okay, it's time to write, and also helps me get my house a little tidy, because that's part of my ritual is I do a little morning tidying. And then I go into my writing time, which is I do that for an hour straight with nothing else going on, just my writing, my tea, life is good. And then after that hour, I move on to whatever creative project I have planned for the day. Sometimes that's more writing, sometimes it's working on my vlog, sometimes it's illustrations for writing or my comic. And then I get my lunch and I switch to working on the house and exercise and working in my garden and doing all that good stuff. Next is the list of name ideas that every writer keeps in their journal. Then I've got it divided into 3 sections. Female names, male names, and Sir last names. I always have trouble naming characters, and it's a big reason I get stalled in a first draft or in a brain dump is just trying to name characters, so it's good to have a list. At the time that I made this spread, I didn't know what to do on the adjoining page. I later, off camera, I turned it into a list of occupations so that it's good to know like different jobs that different characters might have, and it's always a good way to inspire action in a story. And I liked to use a combination of brushwork and stamps because especially with my writing spreads, I really like to use my rubber stamps to give that typeface effect so that you know that this is a writing spread. This next spread is one that I think everyone who journals has something to this degree, which is just my columns of things I want to check out, things I want to try, and the different categories that they fall into. So for me, they are ideas for my YouTube channel, ideas for my comic strip, crafts I want to try out, and just random miscellaneous skills that I would like to learn how to do. This next spread is a good one, is my words I struggle with page, where as a writer I come across a lot of words that I don't know how to spell, and when I come across one that really gives me trouble, I like to give myself kind of a vocabulary cheat sheet to refer back to so that I can better improve my spelling and also learn more words and just have the stretched vocabulary. This last spread I'm going to show you is my Kanban spread. A Kanban, if you don't already know, is a project board where you make a grid for all the steps that it takes to do the project, and then you have a movable thing that you move along to show where you are in the project. And it's really good if you have multiple projects or multiple people working on a project, and I have both with my writing projects. So this one became a standard in my journal that I like to have so that I can see where I'm at in all my various projects and who I need to contact and check in with as I go. So now I have all my major steps listed out, and I'm going to make sure that I can distinguish them pretty well and then give my Kanban a proper title. I actually use more than one, but this is my publishing process for these specific projects. And then it is ready to use, and I will add in my sticky notes of all my different projects. Alright everyone, those are my writer's spreads that I use in my journal. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to follow and subscribe.